Ever wondered how your data travels seamlessly from your computer to a server halfway across the world? The secret lies in the OSI model and TCP/IP protocol. In this video, we'll break down the 7 layers of the OSI model and the 4 layers of TCP/IP, showing you how they work together to make modern networking possible. Whether you're studying for a certification or just curious about how the internet works, this is your ultimate guide to understanding the backbone of network communication. Ready to demystify networking? Let's dive in.
In this course, we're going to talk about the OSI reference model. OSI stands for Open Systems Interconnection. This model was set up by ISO, the International Standards Organization, to create a communications standard. This way, different manufacturers can develop products that are compatible with each other. There are 7 numbered layers, each of which serves a very specific network function. The first layer is the physical layer. It defines how data is physically converted into digital signals on the communications medium. For example, this could be electrical pulses on network cables in RJ45 or light modulation for fiber optics. Layer 2 is the data link layer. It manages communication between 2 machines directly connected or connected by a switch. The third is the network layer, which manages the addressing and routing of data, i.e. how it's delivered via the network. The fourth is the transport layer, which is responsible for cutting the data into packets and handling any errors that come up during transmission. The fifth is the session layer. It regulates the opening and closing of communication sessions between the machines in the network. The sixth is the presentation layer. This layer is responsible for encoding the data in a way that applications can understand. And finally, layer 7 is the application layer, the one that interfaces with the applications. This is the closest level to users. It's important to know the orders of the layers by heart, especially to understand the principle of encapsulation and decapsulation, which we'll see later. So to help you learn them, there are several mnemonics to remember the order of layers in the OSI model. For example, from bottom to top, please do not throw sausage pizza away. Or from top to bottom, all people seem to need data processing. You can find lots of other mnemonics on Google, some even sillier than these. Anyone can find something that works for them. Let's move on to TCP/IP, which is actually 2 different protocols, but as they're often used together, we tend to think of them as a single protocol. There's TCP, which means Transmission Control Protocol, and IP for Internet Protocol. It's very similar to the OSI model. It also separates communication into several layers, except that it includes only 4. There's the first layer, which is called link. This is also called the network access layer. This corresponds to the physical and data layers of the OSI model. Layer 2 is the internet layer. It corresponds to layer 3 of the OSI model. It allows data to be routed from the sources to the destination. This is the layer where IP works. We'll talk more about this later. Layer 3 is the transport layer, which corresponds to layer 4 of the OSI model. And layer 4 is the application layer. It corresponds to layers 5, 6, and 7 of the OSI model. In the rest of the program, we'll talk about communications between 2 PCs and the process of encapsulation and decapsulation of IP packets.